I stood in front of Lemp Mansion. It was an old, huge house in St. Louis. The night was dark and the moonlight made the mansion look even scarier. I had heard many ghost stories about this place, but I wanted to see it for myself. With a deep breath, I opened the heavy front door and stepped inside. Inside, the air was cold and musty. The wooden floor creaked under my feet. The hallway was long, with old paintings on the walls. Each painting seemed to watch me as I walked by. I felt a chill run down my spine, but I kept going. I wanted to see the famous haunted rooms. I reached the first room. It was said to be the bedroom of the Lemp family. The bed was old and covered in dust. As I looked around, I suddenly felt a cold breeze even though the windows were closed. I heard a faint whisper, but when I turned around, no one was there. My heart started to pound faster. The next room I entered was the basement. It was dark and damp. The walls were made of stone and the air was heavy. I had heard that strange noises came from this basement at night. I walked deeper into the darkness, my flashlight flickering. Suddenly, I heard a loud thud. I turned quickly, but all I saw was darkness. Feeling scared, I hurried back upstairs. I decided to check the attic next. The stairs were narrow and steep. When I finally reached the top, I saw old toys scattered around. They belonged to the Lemp children. The attic was dusty and filled with cobwebs. As I walked, I heard a soft giggle. My blood ran cold. I knew I was alone, but the giggle sounded so real. I wanted to leave, but I felt drawn to one last room. It was the ballroom. Once, it had been a place of joy and music, but now it was empty and silent. As I stood in the middle of the room, I felt a sudden drop in temperature. I saw shadows moving around me, and I heard distant music playing. It was like the ghosts of the past were dancing. Terrified, I ran out of the mansion. As I stood outside, catching my breath, I looked back at the old house. I could feel eyes watching me from the windows. I knew I would never forget the night I spent in Lemp Mansion. The stories were true. The mansion was truly haunted.